Welcome in Chael, Sonnen, and Anthony Smith, who have been with us, of course, all week. Anthony, we'll start with you. This was a heck of a performance by Sean O'Malley. How would you describe it?
Yeah, maybe it's a little bit of recency bias, but I can't recall a championship fight that was cleaner than that. He just looked really good the whole time.
Great word.
And he grew a lot from his last fight. I think we had some questions about his durability, so a little bit of his conditioning after the Petr Yan fight. I don't know that he could have looked any better.
I was with Henry Cejudo last night, very good friend, so no bias here. The best 35-pounder I've ever seen is Dominic Cruz. Move over, Dominic. That was the single best performance I've ever seen. Controlling range to that ability, and that is such an important word because we knew tonight, Dana gave us a treat tonight, which is we know who's next. And if you would have set the line, if Merab would have come off that scale yesterday and got in there, he would have been a favorite. And Merab will be the favorite here. People are going to forget this real quick. However, I now have my own questions. You want to know why Chito didn't take him down? Because Chito didn't try to take him down. You know why Chito didn't try to take him down? The same reason the other five guys never tried to take him down. They can't get inside. He controls range. It is an unbelievable thing. He will hit you going that way. He will hit you backing up. I'm talking about O'Malley. He will hit you going to the side. Nobody can do that.
Yeah. You would love to see him face Merab. What do you think that fight build-up will look like?
Well, I would go back to what Chael said in terms of the wrestling and the grappling. You have to be able to catch this guy. So even though I would agree with Chael that maybe Merab Dvalishvili could be the betting favorite if those guys fight, Sean O'Malley is an active, willing grappler. Most of his training camps have been grappling heavy. Augusto Tanquinho Mendez is an absolute savage on the ground. Sean O'Malley is so good in terms of lateral movement and the speed that I'm not sure that Merab's going to be able to chain takedowns the way he does against these other guys, and there's a lot of risk trying to get inside. So winning is ultimately what is going to result in Sean O'Malley's star power getting bigger. But just like Conor McGregor, he has stayed true to who he is, and it's a lot easier to be truthful than to be fake.
And fellas, I got to tell you, John, I just love that you're there. I love that we can already move on to what's next. We sit here, we go to the press conference, Dana says, let's see what happens. No, we know this time.
Yeah.
We know that it's going to be Dvalishvili, and you talk about that Sean can protect himself on the ground. I would also like to tip my hat a little bit to the endurance. I question if Sean could hold up for 25 minutes. I was telling Anthony earlier, but when Sean had fought Petr Yan, he came out and said, it's the tiredest I've ever been in my life. And it was 15 hard minutes. He should have been tired. I'm just sharing with you. He had to go 70% more tonight. He passed that test very well.
Anthony, how about you? I mean, we're singing the guy's praises, of course, and he deserves that. But for the sake of, moving the ball forward a little bit, what's it going to take to beat this guy?
Well, I appreciate that he did say Merab's name, because I think a lot of other people in the division wouldn't have done that. I think Merab's probably one of the most avoided guys because he's frustrating. I don't know that Merab is scaring anybody, but he definitely is frustrating. I think John said it best. You got to get a hold of him. We talked in the build-up to this fight that I thought maybe Chito could use the leg kicks to at least slow down his movement and that lateral fading off the center like he does all the time. I think it's going to take a solid wrestler. You're going to have to get a hold of him and push him up against the fence and drag him down.
Chael, how about you? I mean, you were also cheering, in addition to cheering for his performance, which was very well deserved. You really loved the Ilia Topuria call out, and we trust your opinion in terms of building up careers and navigating certain things. What would your advice be to Sean O'Malley to keep this train rolling in the way it's going?
And thank you for bringing it up. I must tell you this. I only liked Ilia Topuria. He's fighting Merab. Make no mistake. He's fighting Merab. I only liked Ilia Topuria as a way. Merab's in the front row. Could you imagine? He weighed in. He got a little financial check. He's just waiting to have his name called so he can break through security and get a face-to-face. And O'Malley stuck it to him. He stuck it to him because Merab stole his jacket a couple of months ago. If you haven't, you remember the jacket?
Of course.
I love the jacket bit. But I've got to tell you, that's what this was about. He knows he's not fighting Topuria. You don't fight Topuria when Topuria hasn't defeated yet. That doesn't happen. There's no plane to Spain. The jacket. Come on, our edit team brings it. Look at Merab in the background. Merab's got no business here. These two are getting ready to fight. Merab, he stole his coat. They got to fight. He got to fight. Security came in and made him give the coat back. O'Malley had no shirt on. He was going to have to walk out half naked. That's a great piece of theater right there.
One inconvenient truth about mixed martial arts is that we cannot always reside in a meritocracy. But I think in this situation, because Ilia Topuria has not yet defended the title against a tried and true featherweight, and you have the existence of an undeniable #1 contender in Merab Dvalishvili, I do think cooler heads will prevail, and I do think they will make the right fight here. But Ilia Topuria and Sean O'Malley in Spain is going to be a massive showcase if they could get that done in a stadium. And this promotion chases big fights, so you just never know. But I'm hopeful that Chael's forecast is accurate.
Absolutely, absolutely. And John, I remember, I was sharing text messages from Sean when he was in Anaheim, and he was saying, I want that fight, I want that fight. And I know that you don't want it right now, and I don't think even I want that fight right now, but that's where it starts, right? It just starts building a little bit. We're starting to create that highlight for maybe a year, 2 years down the road for that hype package.